I'm Nick Kilner and this is Sebastian Barquet. We are based in New York. We've been coming here to TEFAF now for 3 years since they opened a design section. And we deal in post-war French, Italian, American and Mexican design. Sure, what I like so much about my specialty, well, the market for 20th century design is still very young. Certainly for post-war design, there's still much to be sort of written or learned about this section, which makes it a very interesting aspect to be dealing in. The design section is very young here at TEFAF. TEFAF's been running now for 24 years. And it's only had a focused design section for the last 3. So this is still very much an emerging market for us. It's exciting to be involved in it during these early stages. Well, of course, our market was affected by the downturn, and as a result of that, there's definitely been a polarization in the market. The very high end there's still great demand for that, and that's sort of well represented by TEFAF and by the dealers that come to TEFAF, by the work that they bring to the fair. The middle ground has been hit an awful lot harder, obviously, but I think certainly as a long-term investment, this section of the market still represents a very safe bet. We've absolutely seen a growth in the Asian market. We've had a lot of interest and a lot of new business coming in from Korea and to a certain degree from China. But we've also seen recoveries in the American market and in the European. The market for American work certainly sort of works by, we collect George Nakashima, for example, and that market quietened down a little bit. I think it plateaued at auction. Prices receded a little bit over the last couple of years, but over the last 6 months they've started to recover fairly healthily, which is why we brought sort of this group of works here. Yeah, no, I think as well as emerging markets in Asia, we've seen recoveries in European and American collectors. So yeah, sort of positive signs in all things there, I think. We are very excited about a collection of work we have by Donald Judd. Donald Judd was one of America's most important post-war artists, the father of minimalism, and also for quite a significant period towards the end of his life, he was a furniture designer. The earliest pieces he made himself in wood, but he then found out production first to Cooper Cato and then to Jeff Jameson for works in wood. And then as of 1984, he designed a collection of furniture in metal that initially was produced by Janssen and later, and still today, under license to the Judd Foundation, by Laney. Those early production pieces in metal are incredibly rare, and I think highly collectible, and I also think highly undervalued. We have 2 of them on show on the booth here. The piece just to my left is one of 2 that were made in Judd's lifetime. This one dates from 1989. There was only one other made in the period of 84 to 94. And that belonged to Donald Judd himself. So I think in the long term, works like these represent an incredibly good investment, an incredibly solid investment, and still remain massively undervalued.